Hey friends, I'm going to go over a few trades that happened this week, starting from Monday the 15th to today, which is Thursday the 19th. And it affected two trades that triggered. And some people have a little bit of confusion about when two trades overlap, what do you do? And that's the case that happened last night, so I'll cover that. So on Monday, let me get my marker all set here. On Monday, we had a trade that came out that said go short. That's Monday night on the 15th. Go short at 10,364, which is right there. And so we were short, and that's cool. And then almost immediately the next day, it started to drop, which was kind of exciting. But it didn't drop all the way down to the exit, which was way down here. However, we did talk a little bit about, probabilities and odds, and this is a high probability trade and good profit, and, no one would blame you if you took profit right there. In fact, I got out of the trade right about here with a little bit of profit, a good amount of profit, and that was good. But technically, we still weren't out of the trade. We were still short, because we have up to 4 days for a trade like this to pan out, which would bring us all the way to Friday. So price went back up, and I noticed that, okay, well, Tuesday's signal didn't trigger, and so that meant Monday's signal was still on, so I re-entered right here. And so now I'm short, which is basically Monday's trade. Some people didn't do anything, and they stayed in this trade, which was good. That's sort of the default position. And so here we go along, and there were some other signals that came out that did not trigger on the 17th. It was actually a buy that was way, way down here. So that didn't trigger, so that kept us in this trade. And then on the 18th, we had a signal come out that was to, and it was a continuation trade. It was like a sell-stop trade. Now, I know Kraken doesn't have a sell-stop order type, but a sell-stop on most platforms is for trades where you either break down through a price or break up through a price, like a breakout. In this case, it would be a breakdown through a price. And that was at 97.91, which would have been right about here. Now, what happened on... now, of course, this other trade is still on, and it starts dropping. And it dropped right through both the exit, and the exit again was 97.92, which was right above 97.91. So theoretically, had you set up the stop limit, you would have exited the other trade and then got into this trade. But that would have been kind of silly. A lot of people probably didn't do that. I know I didn't do that. And I didn't even notice this signal because it had just been given just a few hours before this. I was more concentrating on this price just dropping like a rock. And so it dropped like a rock. It came back up, and then I got out of the trade, somewhere around here. Another member had noted that, well, this other signal came and it triggered, so he stayed in the trade. And I said, yeah, all right, you're absolutely right. And I noticed now it was above the entry, but now this new trade had taken over. We're still, and it was also short. So I entered right here. And now I am short with that Wednesday night trade for Thursday. And so now here we are, it's the 19th. And this would have been the entry. So had you gotten in there, you'd be underwater. But I actually got a better price because I didn't set up that trade because I was more interested in this big trade, and it came down so fast, and got in this one after the fact at a better price. Had you set that up to be all automated, you would have gotten out of one trade and then into the other trade, just like that, and then you would have been a little bit underwater, but this has a great target. It's way, way, way down there. Somewhere. It's 9,061, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, the target on this new short is 9,061. So there are the trades. two trades, one short and then one breakdown short, which would have been a continuation of the previous trade on Monday. Either way, great action. Huge win on the Monday trade. And now if this trade comes through, we're looking at about $1,300 per Bitcoin of two consecutive winning trades. Can't ask for much more than that. All right, friends. We'll see you next video.